Hello YouTube, welcome to this one magazine collage challenge. Today we are using Vanity Fair. This issue is from October of 2023, so it's just about a year old, which was how I was able to obtain it because it was about to be recycled. And so first thing I'm going to do is just go through the magazine and look for things that I think will work. I will say this is not a full harvest, so I'm not taking out every single bit that I would possibly use. I'm just looking for this specific page that I'm going to work on today. I will definitely come back for more letters and other little bits and pieces. I have always really liked Vanity Fair for collage. It's not my very favorite, but it's probably in my top 10. I will never turn one down if I see it in a stack of free magazines. I don't know what that ink spot is. Anyway, I think we have done a Vanity Fair collage challenge before. I will link it below if you want to see. And yeah, so it's a pretty reliable magazine as far as having really nice fashion shoots like this one that we're seeing with the lovely Bad Bunny. And it also has good advertisements, very like fashion-ish advertisements, but then there's also like interesting decor and stuff like you're seeing here. And yeah, so it's always a reliable magazine, has good letters, a lot of good quotes too, like this one that I'm ripping out here. And so I'm just kind of looking for what I think will work. And yeah, I think I'm finding some good stuff that's going to go together well, but I'm also seeing a lot more stuff that I want to come back for. So this is definitely not all of what I'm going to take. But so now we're done. We flipped through the whole magazine, taken a bunch of pages, and we have a lot to work with here. So I'm collaging today in my everything book, my trusty everything book, which you have probably seen recently if you've been watching my videos. We are working in this book, trying to finish it up, and I just love it. It is a notebook from Archer and Olive. I am not affiliated with them. I don't have a link or a code, but I absolutely love their notebooks, and I will link them in the description so you can check them out and, I don't know, tell them I sent you. So we're going to make a page in here. This is a dot grid notebook. I don't know if I've said that before because you can't really tell when you see it on camera, but it is a dot grid, and I just kind of collage on top of it, and I really like it. I love the dot grid for journaling and for doodling. The doodle pages that I do, the dot grid makes that so convenient. So right now I'm going through the pages that I picked out and sort of just looking for what I can trim. I absolutely love this advertisement. I feel like I might have used it before in another collage. It's so familiar. So I feel like I either have it in my collage collection and have saved it, or I've already used it. But whatever, it's fine. I love that it's black and white, black and gray rather. I love mixing pictures without color and mixing them with colorful elements. So that's what we're definitely going to do here, at least a little bit. So I'm just cutting along the edges of that skyline so that I can give it a cool background. It was such a good find of an image, and yeah, if I ever find it in a magazine again, I will use it again because that's how much I love it. And just kind of trimming. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of doing the best I can with it. And there you have it. So that's going to be our base, and then I'm going to add some cool stuff in the background. I really liked this flower, and I thought that could be cool, kind of like coming over the edge of those buildings. I ended up trimming it a few different ways. Like, I trimmed the whole thing, but then I cut some petals off. I had to kind of mess with it, but I love flowers. I never find enough of them, but if I ever come across like a gardening book, it's just blissful. Especially sometimes if you find to be recycled, like a seed catalog. Definitely check out any type of like gardening magazine or seed catalog. They can have great flower pictures, and sometimes it'll be ones like this where you can like actually cut out the whole flower, or it'll just be flowery, like a zoomed out picture of a field of flowers or something. And yeah, it's really good to have those in your collection, and I have quite a few, but I use them pretty frequently, so they go quick. So I got this flower. I think it looks really cool. It's just like kind of fun, like coming over the background. I didn't want to just do like a simple boring sky in the background, so I thought that was cool. I did end up trimming those like loose outer petals off, which kind of just made it flush better. The left side of the city image there, I kind of cut that weird, so it made it a little tricky to line everything up in the end, but you'll see how I do it. I kind of you just gotta keep moving it around until it makes sense, you know? I've been practicing cutting my straight lines. It's helpful when you have a guide, like the words that were on that page. It's tricky, man, but I'm always like, I don't know if I'm just too lazy to use my paper cutter, because I have a great paper cutter, but I really just want to get better at cutting straight lines on my own. So I'm practicing. So now I am using, say it with me, photo mounting squares. These are the adhesives that I always use for collage. I will link them in the description as always. These ones I use are from Michaels. They're permanent. They come in a box of 750. There's also smaller boxes as well. It's just, I always say it probably isn't the best adhesive, but it's what works for me. It's what I love. I can cut them, I can rip them, make them all different sizes, and yeah, I just absolutely love them. So yeah, as you can see, I had to kind of realign and trim this end to make it more even with the cityscape. I probably should have measured that beforehand, but that's okay. It's always kind of that, adjusting before you glue it all down, and that's the other thing about the photo mounting squares is they can be really easily adjustable. They make ones that are actually repositionable. I don't like to get those because sometimes things can not stick down, so I stick with the permanent ones. But even the permanent ones, if you're careful, you can pull them up and adjust them, but you do have to be really mindful because it can rip like the paper that it's on top of, especially if you're working with magazines. So I'm very careful about that. I've had some nightmares where I've lost really, really good pieces because they got ripped. So yeah, I try to take it slow, but they are good for just slight adjustments. And as you can see, I've ripped them into some smaller pieces, just making sure all these edges are gonna be glued down. And there it is. Now, if you see, the bottom was so crooked. So I just took my X-Acto and trimmed the bottom to make it a little more straight. That was, it was so crooked. But the X-Acto is good for trimming edges to make them straight. You just have to be careful that you don't cut the paper underneath. It's not the best course of action, but sometimes you got to do it. And I'm adding a little quote. It says, "They don't know how you live. They don't know anything." And I really don't want them to know. So I thought that was just a cool addition to this page. And that's it. I really like how this turned out. I love that pop of color. I love that city scenery. I hope you like it too. And I will see you soon for some more collage goodness. And I hope that you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.